Considering that medicine is a vast subject, when did you start using the video lectures and what was your approach? How many days did you allocate?
Sir, I used preparatory medicine lectures from like my final year. So during the COVID lockdown, I had no other source to like study from. So I stuck to your video lectures, sir.
Hi guys, this is Dr. Marba, your educator from Prep Ladder, and it gives me immense pleasure today to introduce before you Dr. Rupesh Tholia. He's from the city of Temples. He is a graduate from AIIMS Bhubaneswar, and we'll be doing some quick random fire questions with him. And congratulations, Doctor.
Thank you so much for your wonderful intro, sir. It really feels great to be sharing a platform with you. You have been an inspiration throughout my preparation, so feels great, sir.
Okay, Doc. Let's be a little funny at the moment. Jinka rank 3 aata hai, people who get rank 3, do they ever bunk classes?
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. I have bunked multiple times. It's a fun part of your college life, sir. I would say sometimes you need to bunk the classes, otherwise it'll be too dull, I guess.
Okay. And did you ever put proxy for attendance?
Yes, sir, multiple times, sir. Proxies ka business is a give or take business, so you have to put proxy for someone, and in turn they put proxy for you. So, as I said,
Okay.
this is the fun part of your college life. So I hope everyone gets that feeling, sir. At
Okay.
least one proxy wala. Yeah.
तो जिनका रैंक 3 आता है उनको कभी फियर होता है? डू दे एवर हैव फियर ऑफ फेलिंग?
Yes, sir, definitely. Even before this NEET PG, I was really scared about क्या exam होगा, अच्छा कर पाऊंगा नहीं कर पाऊंगा. You start doubting yourself, but that is very natural. Like at some point, you should have some fear of failure. Otherwise, you will just be too lax. You'll be too relaxed. So some fear of failure is required, but you shouldn't doubt yourself, your preparation, your ability. You should not be doubting. Yeah.
Okay, considering that medicine is a vast subject, when did you start using the video lectures and what was your approach? How many days did you allocate?
Sir, I used preparatory medicine lectures from like my final year. So during the COVID lockdown, I had no other source to like study from. So I stuck to your video lectures, sir. So I used to finish like CVS I finished in around 4 to 5 days, sir. So I used to be like taking notes and then again revising your notes. So it used to take around like 7 days, I would say. Then I would solve the Q bank and all. So that was my strategy, sir. And I used to, as I said, start with my weaker topics. So I was comparatively weaker in my CVS. So I started with CVS. Then I proceeded to like hepatology and all. So I did
Okay.
that, sir.
So, I understand that you cannot allocate a particular number of days to a subject. You keep कभी एक topic कर लिया, कभी दूसरा topic कर लिया. But एक average like to a junior of yours, if he asks you that how many days should I allocate for medicine, a rough figure, a ballpark figure that you can give.
Uh, so that depends on the stage of preparation he or she is in. So if she is in like suppose final years, I would say 15-20 days or even a month is okay for medicine, because you should have strong concepts in a final year at least, because that will help in your final props also and your vivas also, and it gives a really good base for your NEET PG preparation. So you cannot skip. For someone who is a post intern, I would say you should start with the like the most important stuff first and then proceed to finish. You should not be like too much dedicated to finishing a subject in entirety. Rather, you should focus your attention more on the topics that are repeatedly asked, and then maybe once you feel confident, you can proceed to lesser important topics, sir. So that depends. So
Okay.
otherwise, your YouTube lectures are they were also very good. So they were also very helpful. So for someone who is a post intern who has a basic knowledge of your like CVS CNS, he can first watch those rapid revision videos and then proceed to maybe the actual lectures if he or she is not feeling confident enough. So maybe that is a strategy I would like to tell. At least that's what I did, sir. Like
Okay. So if we rewind, let's say we go back to 5th March was the paper and we go back to 5th of February, then what was Dr. Rupesh doing on 5th February? His 24-hour plan.
Uh, Sir, I would say I used to wake up, I used to waste a lot of time, sir, so on social media. That I'll be really honest about. Uh, I used to surf YouTube a lot. So maybe random videos, rapid revision videos I used to find. And of course, with one rapid revision video, you will see 4 to 5 entertainment videos also. So that way I used to waste a lot of time. But I had a focus in mind that if I have to finish these subjects in my like this week, so I'll definitely finish them. So even if I have to slog for like 12 to 14 hours, I'll do that also. So that way I was really focused, but individually I would start my day, maybe start with a revision session, like what I'll revise 1 or 2 subjects, like the short subjects and all, in which I was really confident, maybe to like psychiatry, dharma, they are relatively easier topics once you have a good hold on them. So start with those short subjects. Then in the daytime, maybe like read a CVS or maybe general surgery you can do. Then in the evening ka time, you should allocate entirely to the subjects you are completely weak in. So maybe some watch some video, maybe a rapid revision video, so something like that. So that's what's
So any figure you had for like number of MCQs that you need to do on a daily basis 1 month before the exam?
no, sir. I did not. I wasn't caring more about the MCQs and GT scores. In all honesty, I was getting around 160, 170, so that was okay for me because I knew I can do much better because I wasn't focusing on like medicine and all. Medicine I started reading only after 15th of February, sir. Before that, in the last 3 months, I never read medicine because I knew I had good concepts from my final year. So even if I study in the last five, like after 15th, I will be able to manage. I'll be able to score good in medicine. So I wasn't allocating time to surgery, to medicine. I was giving more time to surgery because I was weak in surgery. So I wasn't focused about MCQs because I knew the topics that I was weak in. So if someone who doesn't know where to start from, I would really suggest them to give some GTs, maybe solve some MCQs, maybe make some custom modules and all, so that you know the topics that you are weak in, and then accordingly you can plan your studies. So
Okay.
that's the yes.
You said you used rapid revision videos as well. So when it comes to rapid revision, I mean, for what is your suggestion? Because now INICET is very close, and a lot of your friends would be, though you got a very super rank, but then a lot of your friends may not have, or maybe your juniors or maybe your colleagues would be asking this question that if I've not started with medicine, can I start with rapid revision? Would you suggest them to start with straight away rapid revision, or would you suggest them to first go through some of the main videos? What would be your advice to them?
Sir, if you don't have basic concepts, then I'll still say
Hmm,
ki go through the videos first. Because in rapid
hmm,
revision, most of the time we just skim through the important topics, knowing that the
hmm,
child he may be aware of those simple facts. So if you are really weak
hmm,
in some subject, I'll honestly tell him or her to just watch some videos of the topics that you are weak in and then maybe go for
hmm,
rapid revision. Rapid revision are great for the last like 10-15 days. They are really great because they cover a lot of syllabus in a much lesser time. They cover the images also and everything else. So you should do the rapid revision, but I won't recommend them as your primary source. Your primary source would be your videos, would be your notes, and maybe in the last 15 days you can go with your rapid revision. Yeah.
okay. So, Doc, last question. When you came out of this examination hall, पेपर खत्म हुआ, उसके बाद में
Yes,
क्या feeling थी?
sir, I was feeling really confident. I thought ki I would get at least 190 correct, sir. I was that confident. But when I came back, I realized I had committed a lot of blunders. Like uh, simple questions, but I could not like read the question fully. So I blundered a lot of questions, sir. There were few tricky questions like everyone was telling Colombo action plan and all. So
Hmm,
fortunately, those things were there in parks, and it just came across my mind that I should read that particular international health wala chapter from parks, and I read
hmm,
that, and the Colombo action plan showed up. So when I saw that question, I really felt ki I can do something in this paper. So I really felt confident, and after that, everything just went smooth, sir. So I was really feeling confident. But when I came back, I checked a lot of recalls. So then I was a little scared that I was still getting around 700 marks, but I was scared because I had committed a lot of blunders. So I thought others won't. So maybe my rank will be very bad. Yes, sir. So that fear like was legit. So maybe.
Yep, absolutely.
Uh,
So,
yes.
Rupesh, it's been very nice talking to you and very genuine things that you have told us about yourself and about everything that you have said are very pertinent points that any aspirant should be following.
Yes, sir.
And thank you so much for your time and guidance for your juniors as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss an update from PrepLadder.